Hello, good morning. Today is a birthday morning in the family. Jane is 50 years old today. Busy creating a cake for herself and also for her daughter who's due to have a baby in November. So it's a sort of a baby shower come 50th birthday celebration here. It's reminding me of the situation that I've come to observe here in the Philippines, and that is that recognition and a feeling of achievement is something that many Filipinos require a daily dose of. It's a bit like your early morning dose of the fresh air in the atmosphere as we walk down one of the barangay roads here. It's refreshing. But character-wise, many Filipinos love to be admired. They love to have the attention showered upon them by their friends, their neighbours. Envy plays a big part in it, I believe. That's my personal thought, and that is that not only when they're with a foreigner do they get a fair dose of that, but if you shower them with too much, the problem with that is that when complacency sets in, which inevitably all relationships settle down and become not quite so intense on a day-to-day basis. But as a result, they dull the shine upon the relationship, so to speak. Just everyday occurrences. And it's at that point that I believe that your woman tends to seek out the attention, the recognition of others around her. Now, it doesn't mean she's going to hop from one bed to the next. I'm not talking about that kind of recognition. But there's a feeling of self-achievement required by many Filipino women. They long to be loved, to be cherished, to be acknowledged as a successful person. And I suppose a lot of that comes from the fact that they try so hard in life to achieve a good standard of living, a good feeling of everyday life for her and her family, immediate family, like children, obviously. That inevitably what happens is that this is where the problem lies. It's forever feeling insecure. It's a form of insecurity, I think. And I think that many Filipinos, I should say, suffer from that syndrome of lack of self-esteem, lack of recognition that life is what you make it, not what other people think you are to them. I can recall the time when Jane herself was making and selling cakes, Christmas cakes, birthday cakes, christening cakes, you name it. Oh, look at this. We have a little bundle of joy ready for the morning. All the goats and the local farmer or the owner taking them out to different areas so they can get something to munch on during the day. But back to what I'm thinking about, when she was making these cakes, there was definitely a feeling of achievement, I'm sure, in her mind, that what she had taken all the time to create was In fact, quite a beautiful presentation of a cake. Much better than what you'd find in a cake shop. And naturally, she got a lot of praise from that. But as time went on, and life returned to the everyday drudgery of work, and she ceased doing the cakes, I suppose in a way, even though I tried to encourage her to keep doing it, they lose spirit very easily. I think that there's a feeling of, again, lack of self-esteem. The idea of setting up a store so that she can present her cakes, and in a way, a very successful business, because she was definitely sought after by the clients that would come back and get more, especially periodically for the little cupcakes as well. Were very beautifully decorated, and she had a talent for it. She does have a talent. You know, you look at other people who've made cakes, they're pretty average, you know, they taste okay, but she takes a lot of trouble to make sure that everything is perfect. The taste, the texture, and the actual presentation in the end. And it's that recognition that in a way gives them not just the money for the profit for selling the cake, but more importantly the self-achievement of having created such a wonderful thing, and to receive all that heaped-on praise is definitely a boost to the Philippine psyche. Sadly, I don't think so many of the Western cultures have that problem. Sure, we have problems in identifying our own self-worth, but I don't think it's quite so enshrined in the culture as it is here in the Philippines. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you're new to this channel, Grumpy Brit in the Philippines, why don't you go over and have a look at the main channel, A British Expat in the Philippines. Each day I'll do my thought for the day around this time, and hopefully you'll learn and get some enjoyment out of watching the videos. So as the day looks like it's quite a clear day, no rain today I think, which will be very nice. My thoughts go out to Jane and Nicole for one, the baby shower, and one, reaching the milestone of 50 years, even 10 years with a Grumpy Brit. Bye now.